Well, hello there, and welcome to Battle of the Bricks. I'm your host, BrickinNick. You can, of course, call me Nick. This is our third episode of Battle of the Bricks, the first ever live brick building Lego competition on Twitch here. We've gotten 8 builders from all across North America competing in a bracket series and head-to-head battles to determine who will be the master builder. The event is also benefiting Creations for Charity. You can see just below me here, there's a little donation goal. We've been doing our best to raise some awesome money for an awesome charity. Creations for Charity helps underprivileged children get Lego sets all over the world. They donate those sets from different places in Toronto, in Europe, in South America, all over the place. It's really, really awesome what they do, and I wanted to team up with an awesome charity to raise money. So, yeah. Thank you so much, Parky, for the cheers. Welcome, guys. Just to give you guys a little bit of an idea of what we're doing here, I'm going to switch things over to the competition screen. You're going to see our builders. We'll get them in there. We'll do a quick intro. I'll show you guys how everything works, and we'll get this show going. All right. So, let me unmute here. All right, Rolf and Tim, you may join me on the main screen here. Can I get a test from you guys? Can you guys hear me? All right, you guys can both hear me?
Yep.
Hello.
All right, there we go. They're both here. Perfect. So just before we get you guys really introduced, I'm just going to talk a little bit about our competition screen here. You can see me on the screen, of course, on your bottom left. You have Rolf on your top left, Tim on your bottom right. And then in the top right, you kind of have all the show info. So there's the timer there, which is going to be the 40 minutes for the build time. There's the Creations for Goal charity, and then on the right side in that empty space, there's going to be information during the show. So that's going to be where you get all your info and all the voting that's going to be happening throughout the show. So we have Rolf here, who is from Rolf. Whereabouts are you right now? Ooh.
All of a sudden, I've lost the sound here on you.
You've lost me?
Oh, there you go. Yeah,
you can hear me okay? All right, cool. Rolf, why don't you just give us a quick intro of yourself and just talk about your building experience, how you got into Lego, all that good stuff.
Okay. I'm Rolf Holbrook, aka my username is Rook, and I don't know, I've been doing Lego for a while now. I used to live in Nebraska and had a lot of time free on the weekends and bought an X-Wing back in 2000 or 2001. And yeah, that's when it started.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, thanks, Rolf. All right, and people can see, of course, your amazing builds here. You got the angle of light. We're showing some other ones as well. Yeah, you're just obviously a very talented builder. Love to build at large scale, right? That's kind of your thing.
Yeah, I definitely like doing large scale stuff for conventions.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of my favorite things to see at conventions is what crazy builds you'll come up with. All right, fantastic. Let's go on over now to our good friend Tim. Tim, if you want to go ahead, kind of give us a little bit of an intro for yourself as well.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. I'm 21 years old. I'm an engineering student, and I like to build Lego. I kind of built Lego my whole life, and I really got into it more of the AFL community starting in university. Everyone told me I would need more time for studies, and then I dropped a whole bunch of things, and I had too much time on my hands. So I picked up Lego as a hobby, more intensively at least, and kind of gone from there, been to a couple conventions, and been building on and off, every different theme, whatever I want.
Yeah, whatever you want, right? That's the best thing about Lego. You can do anything you like, really, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we're going to go back to the main competition screen here. And guys, the first thing we're going to be doing is voting on tonight's building theme. So I want you guys to decide what we're going to be building for the night. So I'm going to show you guys some stuff on the screen here. So you guys are going to see you're going to have 3 options here. I'm going to get the poll ready to go for that. And Rolf and Tim, you are not allowed to vote in this poll, so don't you dare try. I'll be keeping an eye out for that. And you guys in chat are going to be voting for what our building theme will be for tonight. So I'm going to get that started in 3, 2, 1. You guys are going to have 3 minutes to vote on that. And you guys can go for it. So you guys can now see the themes, hopefully in chat if you have it pulled up. So the themes are characters and creatures, art, town, and architecture, and vehicles and vessels. So which of the 3 do you guys think you would prefer? Maybe you can kind of sway chat towards one option or the other. Any thoughts from you guys?
For us?
Yeah, you guys. I'm talking to you.
I don't know.
Have we thought about what the themes are going to be?
Sorry, I was just. Did you not catch me listing out the
Town
themes?
and architecture looks like the hardest one, but everyone's voting for it. So.
Oh, are they really? Well, there you go. You guys are really gonna have your work cut out for you. Now, you guys are definitely more than welcome. Like, it's not super restrictive. I mean, art is in there, so you can obviously be quite creative with that kind of stuff.
That's true. Yeah. Everything's hard, right?
Yep. Well, that's the point of the show, to be challenging. So you guys are right, though. Looks like the votes are swinging quite heavily towards that theme. Make sure you guys get in there, vote. If you guys do want to change your minds, you are welcome to switch things up. Hassam, make sure you get a space in between your vote and the number there so that you get your vote registered. And actually, no, in the meantime, why don't you guys talk about the sets and kind of what you see? Why don't we let Rolf go first? Rolf, talk a little bit about what you see in the classic set you have there.
Sure. Well, you want me to
Just,
talk about
take a look at the parts, kind of just let us know what you're seeing, what you think you might be able to do with it. The small classic one. Yeah, the small one.
Okay. Still couldn't quite hear you, so I'm going to go ahead and go with this one.
That's fine.
The Mighty Dinosaurs creator. The first thing I really liked about this set was the number of hinges.
Mm-hmm.
I think it has way too many teeth and claws, but it makes sense for dinosaurs. But yeah, for me, I like the hinges, mech stuff, and then I have apparently a disgusting amount of green right now for the current project. And so this is just adding to my misery of green. So
I see. Well, there you go. And Tim, if you want to talk a little bit about the classic set there.
Sure. I don't know. The classic set is classic as it sounds. There's nothing really that stands out other than it's a lot of basic bricks.
Okay.
We've got some mixel eyes, so you can add a little bit of character in there, but I'm not sure how those will fit into art. But
okay,
you never know.
I guess you'll find out in a second.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. So the poll's gonna be closing in 30 seconds, but I think this one is almost a sealed deal. I think we're almost ready to go here. All right. Artsy builds. Parky wants to see some artsy builds today. All right, it looks like indeed the theme will be art, town, and architecture, guys. All right, so that was option number 2. That is on the screen there now. It's going to be art, town, and architecture, Rolf.
Art, town, and architecture. All right.
Yep. So you can take that as you will. I mean, obviously the audience will be keeping that in mind in terms of how well you kind of stick to that theme and such, or at least I hope they will be doing that. All right. So why don't we? I think we'll give it just another minute or two before we get going here. Let a couple other people trickle in before we really get the battle starting. You guys can of course take this time to take advantage of this time to think about maybe what you want to build. Even if you want to brainstorm out loud, you can do that as well. You guys have any ideas so far?
I cannot hear what you're saying.
Can't hear me? What about now?
I don't know if I have any ideas yet.
No.
So do I have ideas?
Yes.
Hard before you have the bricks in front of you.
It's funny because I can hear Tim perfectly. I just can't hear you.
That's odd. All right, Tim. I guess you'll have to be routing my stuff to Rolf.
Right? And it'll work.
I'll be making sure you're repeating the right things. So.
Yeah.
Oh look, Rolf or Tim, tell Rolf Jeff is in chat.
What?
Never mind. Never mind. All right, guys. We'll just get things ready to go here. Tim, you're gonna have to let know when Rolf needs to start. We're gonna be starting in. Can you hear me?
I can kind of hear you.
Is it really coming through that badly?
It's not great.
Oh, really? That's odd.
I mean, I can hear. If you speak loudly, I can hear.
Oh wait, you know what, guys? Let me take a look at my settings. Give me like 2 seconds here. You guys hear me a lot better now?
Hey, there you go.
That's better.
And how about now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fantastic.
There we go. So apparently it decided to switch mics, so that's why you guys can hear me. There we go. Now we're all good. Okay, great. Okay, guys. So you guys are going to be starting to build. I'm going to get the timer ready here. All right. And we figured all the things out. Always technical difficulties. You can never get away from them on Twitch. All right, guys. And as soon as I say go, you can tear open your sets and just get at it. Get at it. All right. All right. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Build. Go for it. Tear them up. Tear them up.
How long do we have?
You have 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Yep. And definitely check those instructions aside, because I will notice if you're using them.
It's art. Can't we use anything?
I think using instructions would be defeat the purpose of this event.
If we use instruction as something other than instruction, does that count?
I don't know. I guess if you use them as part of the build, I mean, I think that you would have to use the Lego pieces themselves.
Pardon?
I think you'd have to use the Lego pieces themselves. I don't think the instructions would count as being.
Yeah, but it's still Lego.
But they're not plastic.
So?
Whoa.
I have an idea for the instructions.
All right, you know what? Why don't we let maybe we'll let chat decide on whether or not you can use the instructions.
I don't know if I will actually use them.
See, look, I'm already getting comments purism. Like people want to see a purist build, but like I don't know if he's trying to say.
It's technically purist.
True. I don't know. This wasn't a question I was prepared for. David saying string isn't plastic. You're correct, David. You're not wrong about that. Cape parts aren't plastic either. What if they draw a piece on the instructions? No, that would not count, Christy. All right, I think basically chat's saying you can go ahead and use the instructions if you wish to. So I will say allow it.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Are you? Okay. You're the worst. Thanks for giving. I'm supposed to be giving you guys the hard time, not the other way around. Focus on building. Don't you have important things to do? These guys. Look at them. Tires aren't plastic. Thanks, Jeff. They're rubber. I'm aware. How's everybody doing today, though, in chat while these guys get started? Looks like they got all their pieces laid out, ready to go. I know, David, I'm very excited for Discord to have video calls, because this will make my life a million times easier. But, unfortunately, they don't have it yet. But when they do, we'll get in there. You're doing good. Glad to hear it. Hey, it's I Hate Vine. Welcome back, dude. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Nick, distract Rolf and tell him I say hi. Rolf, do you remember Jeff? Sure you remember Jeff. Mel's significant other? No? Can you not hear me, Rolf? Did it switch back? Give me a second, guys.
I don't know if he can hear you.
I wasn't sure what he was saying there. I was hearing womp, 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 womp.
You guys can hear me now, though?
Yeah, there you go.
I gotta do...
Pretty good.
Testing,
Man,
testing. No, this seems okay.
I
I wonder if I keep switching back by default, but... Alright. Yes, David, I am using OBS. Absolutely. I'm building the robot. Oh, Doozer, that's awesome. I can't wait to see what you come up with the parts from that set. And if you guys wanted to know which Lego sets our builders are using here tonight, you have a command for that. You can check them out. But yeah, as Parky said, make sure you share those. Parky, another Red Bull. I think everything's okay now, Christy. I think they can hear me pretty well. You guys can hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to keep an eye on things just to make sure. Okay, it looks like they're both off to some good building. If you guys don't mind, I'd be curious to ask you some questions while you're building. Are you okay with chatting while we do some building? Cool. I'd like to know.
I have no clue what I'm building right now anyway, so
God, don't worry, I'm in the same boat as you, Rolf.
Yo, you guys will figure it out. You guys will figure it out. You'll be okay.
Because I'm
just sorting right now, so.
Yeah, all good. So I would be curious to know if you could have any Lego theme be made out there, whether it's licensed or unlicensed. What would you want to see from Lego? Has there been any theme that you were always like, man, I wish Lego would just make a theme for this?
Well, I hate to say it, but I had this conversation earlier today, and even though I'm wearing a Star Wars t-shirt, I'd really like to see Star Trek.
Okay, yeah.
And I was really annoyed when Creo got the Transformers contract.
I was just going to say, I'm sure that would disappoint him to see. Yep, but I'm sure Star Wars was probably like, I don't think we're okay with you doing Star Trek, so it's probably a big no-no.
Yeah. I don't know. I always loved like I'd love to see like a neoclassic space theme.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Them do like a very modern retake of the classic
with, like,
sets.
a lot cooler sets and everything.
Totally agree on that one. That's obviously been a lot of fun for a lot of us to build in though.
It's true.
But it would be good to get some more parts, some new parts. Maybe some
more like trans
yellow cockpits, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're always craving for. You already drank 4 today, Parky? Oh my gosh, you better take it easy. Don't go probably shaking like a leaf. 4 Red Bulls. Eek. 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 You guys from Europe are amazing, but crazy for being here. I feel like I see a little bit of building from Rolf there. Is that something going?
Yeah, I don't know what I got going on here right now.
I love it. Neither of them know what they're doing. Neither of them know what they're doing. This is a hard category. I'm not going to deny that.
Well, that's the thing, right?
With these
this was vehicle or mech or something like that. It would just be like.
I guess chat was not feeling quite so generous today with the theme.
There's no love. No love on the internet.
Love. You like Rockstar, Vine? I don't think I've ever tried Rockstar. I've only ever had Red Bull. But I usually like to get my caffeine via coffee, personally. I know, David, there were so few of you guys voting one. Jeff with 100 bits. Thank you, Jeff. Really, really appreciate the support.
Okay, we'll come up with something.
I believe in you guys. I believe in you guys. Graham, a Coke Zero for you. Yes, I'm fully aware that you are a Coke Zero guy, considering how much of you usually have in the house. And welcome, Graham. Good to see you. Good to see ya. Rockstar is better? Oh, okay. But coffee is love, right? Coffee in the morning, energy drinks in the evening. Fair enough. Fair enough. You gotta do whatever works for you, whatever helps you keep going during the day, right? And who had commented on the bow tie earlier? Yes, this is a bow tie. It's supposed to be inspired by a TIE fighter. Can't really see it. It's a little small, but...
Reminds me of our rom-prom bow ties a little bit.
Yes, actually, I think Graham stole that design from yours truly.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I really wish I could have made that night. That looked like a really, really fun time. The rom-prom. I voted too because I had to give myself the slimmest chance to finish first. Kappa. Oh, hey, yeah, Graham's here. Rom-prom. I did. You did steal it. Oh, okay, Hassam. My favorite energy drinks are as follows. Kickstart, Monster, Rockstar, and Red Bull. Yeah, I'd expect Kickstart to be the best. I mean, I'm a huge Red Bull fan as well, so definitely can't disagree. How are you guys feeling so far?
I don't know. I'm still figuring stuff out.
Yeah.
So, put some pieces together.
Mm-hmm.
Next time, send twice as many pieces.
It's a challenge for a reason, Rolf. Everybody else has managed to do some building with what they got. I mean, don't get me wrong, their themes were a little bit more, conductive to the parts that were there, perhaps. But yeah, Parky, I can absolutely do that for you, of course. Yeah, Kickstart is bound to.
More conductive.
What was that, Tim?
Just a little bit more conductive.
A little more conductive. Hey, Johnny, good to see ya. Yeah, absolutely, Parky. I got your back, man. I gotta figure out what bow tie I'm gonna be wearing next week. Probably a good idea, Christy. Probably a good idea. Absolutely. Conducive. Oh, probably. Did I say something else? Probably did. Yep, there's the memory command. Alright, I'm seeing some cool stuff from you guys. Thanks, Christy. Hey, Adam! Welcome to the stream. One of last week's competitor has joined us. Adamson of William.
How's it going, Adam?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, Tim, you probably know Adam pretty well. You met him.
Met him a couple times.
Yeah. Thank you for that follow, Adam. Good to have you here. Now you get to have some of the power. I don't know. Should I prevent past contestants from voting? I don't think so.
Nah.
They can vote.
Well, I didn't catch it. Did Adam make it to the next round?
No,
no?
Adam lost, so he's no longer in the competition. So I think it's perfectly fair for him to be voting. Yeah, I would definitely say anyone currently in the competition should not be voting. So that goes for you, Hassam. Keep that in mind. No voting for you. No voting. Bricksoul says, who did Rolf have the conversation with? Wait, what? Rolf, would you have any idea what Brick Solstice might be talking about?
Brick Solstice?
Yeah. Who did Rolf have
my problem is I have it up on my iPhone in front of me and it's too small a print.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I can't see, but if you ask me the question that they're asking...
All they said was, who did Rolf have the conversation with? So, I feel like...
that would be, regarding Star Trek, that would be my girlfriend, Brittany.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Who's very quietly sitting on the sofa.
There you go. There you go, Brick Solstice. Now you know. I don't know. Is it? I could probably be pronouncing that wrong. I have no idea. Make sure you check out our builders, guys. Christy, yeah, get their links up there. Both these guys are, of course, incredibly talented builders. Please do check out all of their awesome stuff. All over the interwebs.
I don't think I have anything on the internet, actually.
No, nothing? No Flickr or anything like that?
No.
You just don't exist, huh? You don't have a set pronunciation. Well, that's the easy way out. Lazy. Lazy. Very lazy, Micah. Hossam, you just divined it? You want to go with Hossam rather than Ha? Jeff, the theme is on the screen. Art, Town, and Architectures in the top right corner. Might be a little small if you're watching on mobile, but it is there on the screen. All right. In a few minutes, you guys are going to be subjected to the first challenge of the night. Well, the only challenge of the night, luckily. Not going to be torturing you too much today. Those guys are building like crazy. We need to slow them down. Well, that's what the challenge is for, Parky. We are definitely going to slow them down. Alright, so that's ready to go. Come over here, window. Right? Isn't this the best way to drink stuff, guys? The only tools for a Lego builder to be drinking out of. Fair enough, Jeff. That also explains it. And over here, guys, most of the normal bricks things are active, minus some of the stuff that would really be a hassle for me to deal with while we're doing this. Looks good. Where are we at? Okay, we're gonna start that in just a minute or so. Are you guys starting to get into the groove of things, though?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit? Yeah, I think so.
I'm still completely lost.
What's that?
Yeah. So I'm still completely lost.
I doubt that very much, considering you, Rolf. Yes, no step or where 3, guys. None of that. That will not be happening during the show. For very good reason, of course. Can we challenge Nick to drink like a minifigure for the remainder of the night? Arm can't bend as much? I'm not the one to be challenging here. That's what the builders are here for. That's why I'm the host, so I don't have to do any of this crazy stuff. I just get to sit here and watch.
Lucky you.
Yep. But like, I'm pretty sure with a minifigure, it's like almost totally physically. Because, like, the proportions don't work, you know, guys? They just don't work. All right, guys. But we are going to get ready to do our first challenge for the night. Sounds like you're afraid, Nick. Yeah, that's really going to work, Jeff. All right.
What's the challenge?
Well, you will be finding out shortly. Of course, there's going to be a vote on this one. So, guys, for chat, the options are going to be the following. Either the builders will only be allowed to build with one color, and I'm going to go ahead and say that's one shade of color. So if it's green, you can build with it. If it's gray, you can build with it. It'll most likely be green or gray. That'll be restricting you two for a few minutes. You guys will both be affected by that, so it will be fair in that sense. And then there is a mystery challenge as well. So that'll be up to you guys to decide what you want to see. You guys, again, will have 3 minutes to vote on this. We're going to get that started right now, guys. Make sure you do your voting in chat. I'm just going to make one small change. All right. And go, people. Go, go, go. Is it build with only one color for 2 minutes or the mystery challenge? And if you guys pick number 1 and not number 2, I will not be telling you what the mystery challenge would be, so I can save it for another occasion. Wahahaha. Brick Solstice, make sure you use exclamation mark vote, space, and then the number you would like to see. Christy, no, what is this mod influence here? None of this. None of this. Adam, I hope you're doing well, my friend. Glad to see you getting in on the vote, though. And for anyone who's new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that follow button. That's at the top right of your page. The little purple heart there. Best way to support the stream. And make sure you don't miss any future episodes of the show. Alright, let's see how this vote is going, though. I think it looks like we may... I mean, it didn't work. What didn't work? Oh, I can tell. Yeah. Yep. Looks like they are indeed. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. A little bit of pew-pew. Can't quite see it. There are the 2 little red lasers on there as well. Alright. Ooh. You think 2 will be worse? I don't know. I don't know which way it could go. It could go either way. Ooh, definitely liking what I'm seeing, though, from these guys. Sir Cookbook, hello there. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing this evening? Oh, let's get you a poll help real quick. So you can see the options. Get in on that vote. Get in on that vote, Sir Cookbook. Finally didn't miss it. Good to have you here, dude. Good to have you here. Make sure you get in on the vote. You get a chance to choose which challenge the builders will be affected by. So about 1 minute left. Oh my gosh, Retro, can you please give him a warning not to do that? Otherwise, I'm totally timing it out. Hey, it's Raz. We're getting a little raid here, guys. Don't worry, this is nothing to be afraid of. This just means some awesome people are bringing some love over. If you guys want, you guys are just in time to vote on a challenge. And welcome, Raz. Thank you so much for the love. So glad to see you started streaming, man. You guys want, you guys can decide which of the 2 challenges our builders here, Tim on your top, or Rolf on your top left, and Tim on your bottom right, will be affected by. So get in on that, and thank you so much for that raid, Raz. Really, really appreciate it. You are the homie. Technome, welcome. Christy, once the vote is finished, can we get a shout out for Real Raz, actually? And Matt A plays too. Do that too. All the hype. All right, let's see. What will the option be? All right. Ooh, in the end, winning option. Oh, I'm a little unexcited. And thank you so much for that, host Raz. Really appreciate it. All right. It looks like the winning option though was indeed to build with only one color for 2 minutes. So let me just get something set up here, guys. You're good for now. I will let you know when that's going to be starting. You're good for now. Thank you, Raz, for that love. Really appreciate it. Raz is a really fun guy to hang out with. Very, very entertaining. He's just started streaming recently, but he's already really, really into the swing of things. So it's pretty fantastic to see. Right, so let me get this ready here. We're going to load. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and say that your restricted color is going to be any shade of green. So you can only build with green parts for the next 2 minutes. And that will be starting right now.
So you can't use any green?
Only green. Only green.
Only green.
Only green parts, but any shade of green. So,
Okay.
I thank you so much for that follow, Brick Solstice. Really, really appreciate it. They can only build with dark purple. Yes, a part that is not even in there. That would be quite cruel. You did get your challenge, Chrissy. I didn't even get to see how close it was, but... And Matt, I hope you guys are all doing well. Raz, how was your stream? Do tell, do tell.
Lost a piece there.
Uh-oh. That could be bad.
There we go.
There you go. You're good. You're good. Matt is, of course, also another awesome streamer who is doing a wide variety of video games. Lots of Overwatch. Always a pleasure to watch him play. Uh-oh. Another one, Rolf?
Same piece.
Same piece? It just doesn't want to stay on the table, huh?
Piece as well, so.
All right. I'm watching you two carefully, so if I see anything but green, I'm going to be very upset. Johnny, they are doing a challenge right now where they are only using green pieces. I think Tim needs some pictures on his wall. He just moved in, Adam. Don't give the guy a hard time. He knows.
Man.
Can't cut these guys any slack. And thank you so much for those bits, Christy. Really appreciate it. Hi, Johnny. It is I, Grant. Love seeing all these flicker peeps over here. Good stuff. I think we should be coming up on the end time for the thing. I will let you know as soon as you are welcome to resume building with normal colors. You have 18 minutes and 30 seconds left currently. No. Lego calendar makes excellent wallpaper. Indeed, I know the store calendar, right? Just like every time you get a new one, put it up as your like wallpaper. Not a bad idea. Oh, okay, your 2 minutes are up, guys. You're back to building with any pieces that you would like to. Challenge is over. I did actually have another question for you guys, if you don't mind.
Okay, my apology. I picked these guys up in the middle of that.
Did you add them? Did you add them to the build?
How dare.
Actually, I was playing around with them, so
okay.
I can take them apart and then.
Yes, you must take them apart and put them back together. I'm sure it's like 3 pieces, so you will suffer the consequences.
Yes.
I would be curious to know, though, guys, of all the builds that you've worked on over the years, what have you found has been the toughest builds, and how did you kind of get over the most difficult parts of the build itself?
For me, the toughest one was the Angel, because I had never built anything that tall before.
Okay.
And the sheer weight of it on itself, I had to really work on the, ironically enough, the architecture, the infrastructure, the engineering to keep it standing.
Right.
And so did that end up being, I imagine, a lot of Technic pieces? Yeah, just a lot of Technic beams and Technic bricks, all that good stuff. Very nice, very nice. Oh, looks like Tim's dropping some pieces now too.
I'm dropping pieces all over the place. I don't know what the hardest thing is, because I usually don't work on projects that long.
Okay.
Characters I find pretty challenging.
Trying to find the right pieces and right combination of parts to...
Going back and forth and nothing works, right?
Yep, that can be very frustrating for building, for sure. I think we've all gone through that in one way or another with different builds. Well, you know what, just to kind of expand that a little bit, did you find like maybe like something like Iron Builder was quite challenging?
Not so much.
Okay.
It obviously is a challenge, but like in the sense of trying to come up with stuff to do. When you have a piece, and you're let free to do anything you want, it's actually pretty good. Depending on what the piece is, of course, it can be really bad as well. But generally I found it not too bad. Absolutely.
Cool stuff. All right, so you guys are at about 15 minutes remaining. 15 minutes remaining.
Cool.
Yeah. I was about to say, you might need to just hang out and talk with me for a while, because I'm going to be done way before then.
You might be done already? Well, I would not be opposed to the idea of you doing a potential bonus build with any remaining pieces, and that could potentially add to your overall score. If you can find a way to kind of work it in as part of the, maybe it adds to the story of what your main build is.
That's kind of what I'm already doing.
Okay.
The main piece, and I'm working on additional pieces.
All right, well, the more you can do, the merrier. I believe so, cookbook. Was it 55 builds in 30 days, Tim?
Something like that.
Something
yeah,
like that.
something.
Well, there you go. Apparently
You kinda
easy, right?
forget after a while.
Easy peasy. Someone's saying in chat.
Yeah, I was pretty tired after that.
I can imagine. Probably didn't want to see bricks for a couple weeks after that one.
Yeah, I took a break. It was good though.
Oh, PC, I don't want to restart you right now. Thanks. Oh, those messages are super annoying. Right, David? It's like, yeah, go do 55 builds in 30 days. See how that works out for you. I don't think that's very easy for most builders. I'd say that is quite an exceptional thing to pull off.
Yeah, it worked out.
Yeah, absolutely. Watching this on my phone using a Lego phone stand. Actually, I'm pretty sure, Rolf, don't you have your phone in a Lego phone stand right now?
I do, yes.
Yes. Actually, I do as well, as I always am. Using my Lego phone stand.
The second one that I have for an older phone.
Ah, okay. Yep, there you go. The nice, simple little Technic holder.
I built those probably, I want to say, 4 or 5 years ago now, and I just left them together.
Yeah, they're useful in a lot of different ways, right?
Then that one is for an iPhone 5. No, sorry, that's for a 5C.
Mm-hmm.
I have one now for the 6, so.
There you go. There you go. That's one of the best things about Lego, I find, is that it has a lot of uses outside of just building creations.
That's true.
For a lot of in real life applications, per se. Awesome. All right. Oopsies. Did that in the wrong order. There we go. Clean up that overlay. Alright, let me get another thing ready here. We're gonna need later. Jody started posting more builds like 2 days after his Iron Builder round ended. Well, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, something like that.
I'd be quite drained, I imagine. For those who don't know in chat, Iron Builder is a LEGO community competition. Very similar to Iron Chef, but it's done over the course of 30 days, and the builders kind of do everything on their own, and they just post pictures on Flickr. But they are forced to work all their builds around a single seed part. It's almost always a single part, right? Sometimes it's multiple colors, though, correct? I think.
It's usually just one part. I think they've done multiple colors in the last few rounds.
Mm-hmm.
But it's new as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's definitely nice to have multiple colors to work with. So.
For sure, that definitely opens up a lot of doors. Right, so that's all set up for later. Oh my gosh, Rolf, your pile of parts is getting really low there.
Yeah, I'm impressed. I chose the wrong thing. I went town and it's like not going well. So.
No, you're not feeling good about it, Tim?
No, not really. But,
still got 11 minutes, so lots of time for you to get things together. Lots of time for you to get things together. The round sponsored by the LCE team was multiple colors. Okay, the next night. Yeah, I remember that, David. I remember that. Yeah, that shield part is a super cool one. Really, really cool new part. It's always exciting to see what new and exciting parts. Actually, why don't we discuss that a little bit? What are some new recent parts that you've been really excited by? And what are some parts that you would hope to see in the near future?
Well, there's those corner bricks that are in this set. Actually,
yes, yes, I remember they were talking about that last time, how awesome those are. Those just have studs on two sides, but they're beside each other. Techno, thank you so much for those bits. Really appreciate it. Very, very appreciative of those. The rounded tiles. Inverted cheese, right? How bad does everybody want those inverted cheese? Someday.
It's all
Someday,
about
David.
cheese.
Yep, I wanted virgin cheese. Me too, Sir Cookbook. Me too. Corner cheese would also be nice. They've done the pyramid now, so I feel like the corner cheese is not far away. Everybody has the same thoughts on parts. I feel like I wish they would do a jumper without one half of the jumper. You didn't always have to offset it for it on the inside of the build, per se.
Yeah. That would be nice.
Yeah. Of course, Grant wants more cheese. Who doesn't like cheese, though? Dudes, you're not close enough. Are you trying to stay within the timer as well while you work on your build? I think Duzer recently picked up a creator build himself, and he's challenging himself to come up with something in the same timeline as you. So we'll see. Plates with sides on top and bottom? What do you mean by that, Adam? Oh, you mean like the plates on the top and bottom? Oh, yeah. So you wouldn't have... Yeah, so you could build in two directions from just a one plate thickness. Very much agreed. Very much agreed. I think the least you can do it in now is a 4-plate thickness or so. Unless you use cheese slopes. Oh no, but even still, that's a 4-plate thickness overall. No, I got you, Adam. I got you. Yeah, because I think the two options right now are... Oopsies. You can use these guys here. They're funky little snot bricks. And you can put those together like that, and then you can build in two directions, but that's still 4 plates of thickness. But then even cheese slopes. And you guys got 8 minutes. Technome with 20 bits. Thank you so much, Technome, for those bits. Really appreciate it. The old finger joints will let you, but they're 5 long. Yeah, see, nothing really... It's hard to get something really, really thin. You can do it in 2 if you use the right size plates. Interesting. But I feel like you always have to make up for it somewhere else, no? Not too sure on that. My memory may be bad. My memory may be bad. Oh, that's right, the bucket handle. Yes, yes. Indeed, indeed. Yeah, absolutely, Parky. Tons of illegal ones for sure. I was going to show that with the cheese slopes. I don't think they've ever used that.
One of my favorite pieces that I used today was the little double U-clip thing. I think it was made by like Brick Arms or whatever.
Oh yes, the U-clip. Yeah,
it'd be nice to see that as an official piece.
Yeah, the U-clip does have a ton
Came to my rescue today, so
yeah, a ton of useful things. Offsets everywhere, right? Don't you guys just all wish Lego had made bricks square and the same dimension in every dimension? Wouldn't that be nice?
A man can dream.
A man can dream, indeed, indeed. Instead, we have our funny 5-2 math that we have to work with. Silly Lego. Yeah, Parky, a U-clip. That's a Brick Arms part, actually. It's like double. It's as you showed. It's literally like this. I don't think I have my Brick Arms handy, but illegal is a relative for sure. Absolutely. Always use illegal connections, then Lepin can steal them. Good point, David. Good point. Illegal techniques got you arrested. Easy there, Johnny. I don't think that ever actually happened. Back in my day. Yeah, exactly, David. I don't think that ever happened. Alright, we're just coming up on 5 minutes, guys. Rolf is doing a very good job of using up all his parts. Tim, are you feeling any better?
I don't know. It's alright.
It's alright? Alright, we're gonna see. Isn't it, Parky? It is a pretty cool piece. I think it'd be very good. Oh, Brick Soul says make sure you do it command, or here, I'll run it for you. There you go. Oh, yeah, we tied on it. Now you get double the links. More winning. Even better. Even better. Oh, bum 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 bum. How do you guys like the new 1x1 clip that faces over? Adam saying Tim start over.
Yeah, if I could at this point, but it's fun either way. So
Yeah, I was really excited. The box of Lego actually showed up on my birthday, and so I messaged Nick and told him thanks for the birthday gift. Win or lose, I got Lego on my birthday, so that's pretty awesome.
You are welcome, sir. Let's see if he's on the camera for you guys. You guys can see there are 3 variations now of these silly little clips. The newest one being the very curved one, very U-shaped one. Hey, and David, thank you so much for that follow as well. Really, really appreciate it. Welcome to Bricksburg. Does everybody here have different usernames on Twitch than on Flickr? I feel like everybody does. Makes it so confusing. Hey, Trash, welcome. Good to see you, dude. You're just here for the tail end of Battle of the Bricks. Our builders are just wrapping up here with a few minutes left. New one breaks less? Ah, okay. Yeah. That's good to hear. Yeah, they would obviously have a lot more flexibility, so definitely, I think, a little less likely to break. Definitely Brick Solstice, absolutely, absolutely. I find I use those guys a lot, actually, and for a lot of different applications as well. Oh my gosh, Rolf, how many pieces do you even have remaining there?
Not a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. 35 plus pretty much all the white pieces. I think I only used 6 white pieces.
Okay, nice. Crazy. I've had a Twitch account for a long time, been watching. Oh, okay, very nice, sir. Quick. Oh, that's awesome.
Now I'm going to dive in and start using some extra white pieces here for the last one.
Well, there you go. There you go. I'm debating going to bed. I finished everything. Well, the show is only on for another 12 minutes or so. So, you just want to stick around and see who the winner is, and you actually get to vote on who the winner is. So the builders will have some time to present their models to the audience. Show everything off. Speedruns gotta go fast, indeed. It'd be cool to have some sort of like speed build thing. It's like a speed build community. I don't know. Could be interesting to like keep record of times for like different Lego sets and stuff. Come on, you don't want to see the finished builds, Hassan? Please. You can't expect to be voting when you're part of a competition. Can't expect to be voting when you're part of it. Just not be fair. Or that would just not be fair. Joke. Alright guys, we're coming up on the last minute.
Alright.
Build!
Still nothing.
40 minutes and I have finished the wheels. It's not easy building in a short amount of time, dudes, that's for sure. That's for sure. Johnny, right? Well, like, people like Doozer here, that's like 2 or 3 a.m. for them because they're all the way over in Europe. Everybody's in like a different place. That's the awesome thing about Twitch. We can all connect in one central place, no matter what time zone you're in. As long as you're willing to stay up super late. There you go. It's almost 4 a.m. for Parky. Parky, you're a trooper. You're a trooper. You're a trooper. Johnny's 3-5 hardcore for 5 me. Alright guys, 3, 2, wow, that came up quick. 1, and bricks down, please. I'm so sorry guys, I did not give you a proper countdown. Got too engrossed with the chat, but time is up.
I burned through a bunch more pieces there, just having fun.
Okay, so you don't want to present those as part of the model or anything?
I got a little handful there that are off to the side. Here's my table scraps in the end.
Okay, so that's your remainder. Good to know. Good to know.
I did it under one hand.
All right. All right, before you guys start talking, I just want to give the audience an idea of what kind of stuff they should be looking for. Oh, sorry, Tim, do you have something?
I need to grab something to put my model on because it's like a...
Sure, yeah, no problem. Grab a box or whatever you need. Totally understandable.
Grabbing a non-Lego piece. No, just kidding.
It's to put his models on. Don't give him a hard time, Rolf. Don't give him a hard time.
Plastic out of the box, trying to use instructions. No.
I honestly thought he was serious about that. I was like, I'm not ready for this question. Ah.
No,
right.
I think it would have been really cool to see him.
Yeah, it would have been cool to see, for sure.
I was considering using it as like a clear glass thing over something or some sort of...
The plastic bags? That I could see. That I saw being more likely than you using the instructions.
So Tim, while you were gone, I was giving you a hard time about using non-Lego pieces to display your model.
It's because I need to lift it up to the camera.
And that is totally fair. So for the audience though, just some things to keep in mind when these guys are presenting their builds. We're looking for like difficulty or complexity, like how well did they use different techniques and stuff to put their models together. Were their builds very simple, or were they pretty complex? Those are kind of things you want to keep in mind. You also want to look at the creativity both in the build itself and maybe any story that they have to go along with the model. And of course, you also want to look at completion level in terms of whether or not they actually finished the build. I think both builders here do have completed builds. But, it may or may not, be to Rolf's benefit that he has used up a large majority of the parts. So try and keep those kind of things in mind, guys, while you're voting here. And you do want to focus on the builds more than anything else. Don't just be picking favorites. This is a building competition, not whose friend will be winning competition. And yes, art, town, and architecture was indeed the build theme, so keep that in mind as well. All right, Rolf, why don't you go ahead and present your model?
So when we started the conversation, I mentioned something about Nebraska, and I used to live in Lincoln, Nebraska, and one of my favorite places in Lincoln, Nebraska was the sculpture gardens. And so to me, I thought art, town, and so to me, sculpture gardens is what came into mind. And so I started off with a big, like kind of almost like you see these plants that are like all carved to look like animals and stuff like that.
Yep.
So I did a kind of weird little like phoenix.
Feel free to like put it a little closer to the camera as well, so we can get a better view of it. Yeah, perfect.
Like a little phoenix sculpture garden kind of thing.
Very cool.
And so then, based off of that, I started thinking of all the different little things that were in the sculpture garden. I forget which pieces. There's a famous art piece that has it's like stacked bricks like going up, and so I was kind of throwing a little homage out to that.
Okay. Yep. Seeing that.
And
there.
then this was kind of like Roman aqueduct meets modern art type thing going on.
Oh, okay. Yep.
With little kind of little castle tops, micro scale type stuff going on. There's always some horribly monstrosity that looks like a person in every sculpture garden. And
very artistic indeed.
Yeah.
To have that. And then there's always something that just makes absolutely no sense in a sculpture garden. And so I saw the little axle pieces, and so I figured I would do two little standing type
something
figures.
Very abstract for sure.
Yes, super abstract art. And then my last real piece for the sculpture garden was I did kind of like a Venus flytrap type thing going on. And so I really like that little guy. And then I started using up leftover pieces, and I made like a little roadster, like a micro little car of some kind.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Then I was dealing with table scraps, and I was starting to do a plane, but
starting, but if you didn't finish it, that basically means nothing.
I aborted the plane. It didn't fit with the motif.
All right. Well, very nice stuff, Rolf. All right, let's see what you got, Tim. What do you got for us?
All right. As long as nothing falls over. I kind of went for the architecture thing. So, they have those little...
Skylines architecture sets?
Yeah, skylines for things. So,
there you go.
Yeah. So you have some sort of like Sydney Opera House style thing on this side. You got a bridge here in the middle. This one here is a sports stadium.
Very cool.
So,
yep. Made good use of those teeth piece there to create that round shape, right?
And then on the side is just another building as well. So, yeah, I went with kind of like the skyline.
Very cool. Yeah, made good use of those hinges there. Very nice.
That's it.
It reminds me of the TV show Defiance, where it's St. Louis and it's like the arch. It's like
St. Louis Arch, yeah. Absolutely.
St. Louis, but I think I know which one you're talking about.
All right, guys. We're going to get the voting going here. Our builders have presented their models. Keep in mind, guys, we are voting on the two builders here. You got Rolf and Tim. You're voting for their builds. So we're going to get that going in the chat. You'll have... I think it can be a little bit quicker since we're right at the end here. So hopefully everybody's ready to go. And you guys are going to have 2 minutes to vote on the winner. So get your votes in there, guys. Yes, you do have to choose, Doozer. This is not a... you can't vote for both. You got to pick one or the other. So again, guys, that's exclamation mark vote and then space and the number of who you would like to win. Whose build do we like better today? Dun dun dun. There you go, got a nice little presentation going. Hey, Change It Up getting in here to do some voting as well. Thanks for coming by, Change It Up. Appreciate it. I'll be working more on your hammer on Sunday, so you can want to tune in to see how your hammer's coming along. The audience is the winner. I think Doozer actually might be the winner here with the best build in the 40 minutes. Defiance was a pretty good. That was the one with like they were like in the near future, right? And it was like a cop duo.
Yeah.
Yeah. I watched a season or two of that.
Aliens try to terraform Earth kind of thing and crash land and
yeah. Absolutely.
It's always the aliens.
Well, Defiance is kind of cool because it's the city where they decide that they're not going to fight the aliens and they actually form like positive community and so.
Sure.
I know it was unfortunate that they did cancel it. Brick Solstice. I know.
Kind of like Firefly or one of those.
Yeah.
They nerfed the nerf says love you, Rolf, although they did vote for Tim. It was a little confusing. I did find it confusing as well sometimes, Johnny. All right, poll is closing in 10 seconds.
The category was confusing.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And the winner is Rolf. Rolf, congratulations. That was a tight one, guys. I'll tell you later how close it was. But congratulations to Rolf. Can we get some clappers in chat, guys? If you guys know how to do a clappa. Get some claps for Rolf. Congratulations, Rolf. Tim, you, of course, did an amazing job as well. Thank you so much for both being here. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. Tim, now you'll have some Lego to work with while you're in your new place. That'll be pretty awesome. Hope to see some more builds from you. And yeah, so guys, we have next week the last round of the first round of the bracket. So, oh, and actually, let me highlight the bracket here for you guys. We got to do that. So we're going to switch to our bracket here for a second. So we had Tim and Rolf competing, of course. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to make sure this is right. We're going to have to cross out Tim here, who will not be moving on. And it will be Rolf that is moving on to the next round. His opponent will be determined in next week's battle, whose builders are still a mystery, but you guys will be finding out sometime next week. Of course, whoever wins the round between Rolf and whoever he defeats will be the winner of, I guess, the battle in 2 weeks, which will be between Dan and Micah. All right. But that is the show, guys. Lots of love for both of these guys here for sure. You guys
Very
did
fun.
awesome.
Yes.
Really, really great
Cool.
having you on. Super duper appreciate it. Otherwise, guys, next Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern time, I believe that's Friday, May 12th, will be the last round of the first bracket or whatever. I'm really good with words. And that's pretty much a wrap there, guys. I will ask you to mute while I just end the show here, and I'll talk to you guys after we get the show shut down. So I'll see you guys in a second. All right, guys. And guys, just want to say thank you so much for joining me this week. Really, really appreciate having you all here. I hope you guys really, really enjoyed. Parky getting in some bits there at the last minute. Really appreciate that as well. You guys were all amazing. I've been having so much fun doing this show, and I know you guys are enjoying it as well. And I hope we can just keep making the show better and better and better. I can't wait to even do another season in the future. We're going to do lots of different stuff with it. There's so much fun that can be had with it. But thank you for this week, guys. And otherwise, we will see you next week for the next battle. Take care.